Kitryn Marie with Kane Designs. I am in my photography studio today, although I have changed it up a little bit. I have a class coming up in the next week or two, and I needed more space for in here, so I pulled out all my props, and I've got my table going, and I thought, you know what, while I've got the table going, I'm going to do a few projects, and I want to talk about team building with your partner or your spouse. I wanted to show you, though, this piece that I have been working on. Now, I know I'm in a different kind of mode camera-wise, so I don't know what you can be able to see. But it is a 1990s kind of country shelf, maybe even as far back as the 80s. And I have kind of given it that shabby chic. It's part of my new little business endeavor I'm doing with my booth. I did this piece, and I did this piece. Be really, really cute for a little girl's room. Same kind of principle. Just kind of whitewashed it all, sanded down the edges. When you have your own business ideas, and you have a partner or a spouse who is also in a trade, who is promoting who, and how are you doing it? Is ego getting in the way? Is the spouse, the partner, whoever you're working with, are they proud of what you're doing? Are they able to say, hey, that's my person, and look at what she's doing, and the person is saying, hey, look at my significant other, and look what he's doing? Are you working as a team? I have known too many people who have had businesses together, and business-wise they do really well, but as far as their marriage or their relationship, it's not all that great because they don't know how to converse with each other. But when you're in a business with your spouse, you're forced to talk. You're forced to have to deal with what the other is thinking and the other way the other person is maneuvering money, shifting schedules around. Say, like myself, I am in the decorating, painting, artist kind of field. If I had a significant other that was in the trade, we would be working side by side, because whatever his trade would be the feed off of what I'm doing, and whatever I'm doing would be the trade off of his. Now, it doesn't work like that because I'm a sole operator. I'm doing my marketing myself, my website myself, my advertising, and I'm not bragging about any of that. It's just I really, really enjoy all those different facets of having a business and doing those things for myself, and while I am able to do them, I'm very capable of doing them. But when you're involved business-wise with your partner, who's taking on more of the responsibility? Who's promoting the business, and how are you marketing? Now, there's all the social networking feeds. You know, there's your Instagram, there's LinkedIn, there's Pinterest, there's Facebook. If you have a business, of course, you want to do the Facebook business page. I still very much believe in having a website and trying to keep it as updated as you can with what you're doing and who you are. Unfortunately, advertising in print has gotten so expensive, but if you can still find a medium that you can afford, there is nothing more appealing and pleasing than to have a magazine, a periodical, and you're flipping through everything, and there you are in bold print. A few years back, with a couple of different landscaping companies that I worked with, I loved using St. Louis Homes and Garden. It was a little on the pricey side, but you got the front cover, the back cover, the inside. You were being seen. It comes down to, I think, word of mouth. You have your partner's back, they have your back, they're promoting you, you're promoting them, you're conversing, you're talking about what the next step is, you're talking about the next home you're going into, you're talking about what the plan is going to be. You're making a plan. You have blueprints in the business, blueprints, for the relationship, and you're applying both. That's the thing when you are in a business with your significant other. You're forced to have a communication, and you are forced to look at everything on the same page. You both have and strive for that same goal, and you want the best for each other. Now, here's another little key thing. When your significant other is in a trade and you are not in the trade, are your lives like this? That's his thing, this is my thing, or are you still coming together and helping? Now, if you're in the corporate world and the person is in the trade, there's really not too much that trade person can do other than go to functions with you, be there by your side, to have your back, to support you in your team or in your group. But the person who is not in the trade, what are they doing to promote the person in the trade? You know, you can be supportive by helping with marketing, you can do advertising, you can be doing photography. That is the one thing also with my photography, I'm able to go into some other businesses and help promote. And that has been a real highlight of the KM Designs and photography. I am able to still design and decorate and go in and paint different projects and do different things. And I've also been able, on the flip side, to help other businesses with their photography to help promote. And that's the bottom line right there. Promoting your business, each other, feeding off of each other, leaving determination, leading in strength, moving forward, moving you up that channel, moving you up that ladder to a higher success. I said this morning on one of my little Facebook feeds, success is really the determination to succeed at life creatively, being able to do all the things that you are capable of doing because you can. You're attempting your best foot forward in what you know how to do. And there's nothing more satisfying in trying to build the business, either doing it yourself or helping to promote your spouse, if he is in that sort of trade where he needs your help, or if there's another business. And I just say trade because that's kind of what I'm familiar with in my background. But if he has another business, if he's a printer, if he's a painter, if he has his own service station and he's working on cars, what are you doing to help promote? You know, you can bash because he's not home, and you can bash because he's not there to help at the house with your kids or the running around that you need to do, but you need to stop and think, what is he doing to help what you're doing, and what are you doing to help with what he's doing? So this is just a little bit this morning on businesses and partners and relationships and having conversation. I guess it kind of goes back to part of my life coaching, the things that I like to talk to people about on what they have to face with each other, whether they're in the marriage, whether they're in the relationship, or whether they are supporting a business together. And even though they might have different creative endeavors on their own, they're really working together. So if there's anything I can do to help you to answer any of your questions, feel free to leave a comment after this video. You can email me at kitrynmarie@gmail.com. You can see all my work at kitrynmarie.weebly.com. Follow me on all the social networks, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Share my videos, and I hope you have a really good day here in St. Louis. It's a kind of a balmy 80-something. I'm going to finish up some pieces here in my studio, get it over to my booth this afternoon, and I will go from there. So I hope to see you and hear from you real soon. Enjoy the day.